Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of TLFC. Today, I'm going to go ahead and make a top 10 list of my favorite kits for the 2024 year. So I went ahead and reviewed quite a few kits this year. If you haven't watched some of those videos, go ahead and take a look at them if you know you're interested in that. But I wanted to go through and pick some of the kits that I thought were the top 10 kits of the year.
The best of the best.
So you guys might not agree with some of these choices, which is, that's fine. I mean, that's your prerogative.
Don't say a word.
So let me know in the comments if you don't agree, but I wanted to go ahead and do this and just kind of give an idea of what I thought were the coolest kits that came out this year. So before we get into that, I did want to once again thank everybody for, we recently got to 1,000 subs and I really appreciate the support, guys. Wouldn't be doing this without you guys, so I really appreciate it. If you are new here, please consider subscribing so we can keep growing and keep on making videos for you guys. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into what I think were the top 10 kits of the 2024 year. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so at number 10, I'm going to go ahead and go with Leeds United. So,
well, that's a shocker.
Obviously, there's a lot of personal bias in this choice, and I'm going to go with the away kit for Leeds United this year. I'm actually currently wearing the kit. It was a gift from my wife for Christmas, so pretty stoked to have it, to be honest. And this is one of my favorite Leeds kits dropped in a very long time. So this kit is an homage to, some of those mid-70s Leeds teams where they wore a nice traditional yellow with, a collar. So that was very synonymous with the 70s Leeds team. And obviously it has the smiley face badge, which Leeds used in the 70s. And I really like the old school badge. I love throwback kits. If you guys have watched any amount of my videos, you know I love throwback kits, and this one's no exception. Obviously, I'm incredibly biased because it is my team, but I just think this kit screams Leeds United, and it is selling like absolute hotcakes for that reason. Leeds fans have been chomping at the bit to have a nice classic yellow shirt, and this one really checks all the boxes. It's very sharp. I love how the Red Bull sponsor, which I'm not a huge fan of the Red Bull sponsor, but I love that it's changed to blue, which really fits the flow of the kit. Like the home kit still has the traditional Red Bull colors, which I don't think looks as sharp. So I love this shirt. It's a perfect Leeds shirt. Obviously a little biased, so that's why I put it in 10th, so you guys wouldn't give me too much of a hard time, but definitely one of my top 10 favorite kits of the year.
An instant classic.
All right, in the 9 spot, I'm gonna go with Wolverhampton. So this is Wolves' away shirt for the 2024 year, and I just love this shirt. I don't know what it is about it. I just think it's really sharp. Obviously, it's a black shirt with, a gold or yellow wolf stitched into the shirt, and I just think it's really sharp. I can't imagine Wolves fans not purchasing this shirt. Maybe like the only drawback on the shirt is the central logo design, on this Sudo shirt. People might not like that, but it really is necessary for the shirt, because if you had the badge in, the normal location, it would kind of block out the design of the shirt and the eye on the wolf. And, for me, this is kind of how you have to do a central badge design. It has to have a reason for it to be there, and this is a good reason for it to be there. And another thing I really like about this shirt is when you look closely at the shirt, you can see the Wolves badge stitched into the black stitching of the shirt. It's all throughout the shirt, and I just think that's a really cool, sharp touch. I love this shirt. I think it's super sharp. Wolves is obviously having a tough year. They might get relegated, but if they do get relegated, at least they'll be wearing some pretty cool kits.
Oh, you think it's funny, huh?
All right, guys, so for 8th place, we're going to go ahead and move over to the MLS, and I'm going to go ahead and go with Minnesota United's home kit for the 2024 season. And I gotta say, I just really like this space-inspired design of this shirt. The blue patches on the shirt give it a very, Milky Way galaxy vibe, and obviously it has stars all throughout the pattern of the shirt. And I just think it was easily the best MLS shirt of the 2024 year. It really does capture some of that Minnesota vibes. Minnesota is known as the Star of the North. That is the state motto. So if you look closely at the inseam of this shirt, you can see it says L'Étoile du Nord. My French is terrible. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but that means the Star of the North, which is the state motto of Minnesota. So I really think that's a fantastic touch, to make this shirt a little more unique. And I mean, it's hard to dislike this space pattern they have going on. It's really sharp. And honestly, the sponsor on this doesn't kill it for me either. It's Target, which is a big chain of stores in the United States, but it's subtle, you know, it's just the normal logo for Target. I think it looks sharp. I think it flows well with the kit. It's a very, very sharp kit, so definitely my favorite kit from the 2024 MLS season, and for that reason, it is 8th on my top 10 list.
Man, look at all those stars.
All right, so for 7th place, we're gonna go ahead and go to the USL Championship, and I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh Riverhounds away shirt. So I really, really like this shirt. This might be a controversial choice, you know, because a lot of people don't watch this league, but I think this is one of the sharpest kits made in 2024. I love the yellow on the shirt, and I really like the gray accents to it. I just think it's unique. Can't say I've really seen a lot of shirts with this color combination. And anybody who's from the United States who knows anything about Pittsburgh, this shirt just screams Pittsburgh. You know, all Pittsburgh teams pretty much wear yellow. And, you know, if you look closely at this shirt, it has a really cool diamond plate steel pattern stitched into the shirt. And I really like it. You know, it's subtle. If you look closer, you can see the diamond plate. And I think that makes for a really sharp shirt. You know, it screams Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is known as the Steel City. You know, it's like the #1 producer of steel in the United States. And, you know, if you watch the NFL, you'll know they're called the Steelers. So everything about that city is steel related. And I just think this shirt really captures that. And I think it's sharp. You know, it's subtle, but it's cool. It's something I would buy if I was a Pittsburgh fan. So for that reason, it's definitely in my top 10. It is going to be my #7 shirt of 2024.
Pure steel.
All right, so in 6th place, we're gonna go to an international team, and we're gonna go with the Netherlands away shirt for the 2024 year. So I really like this shirt. They wore this shirt in Euros, and to me, I just think it screams the Netherlands. You know, some people might not like this shirt. Some people might think it has too much going on, but I really, really like it. I like that base blue, dark blue color. I think it looks sharp, and then, you know, it has other shades of blue in there, and I really like, you know, the orange vertical stripes in this shirt. You know, to me, it looks like someone took a paintbrush and, you know, painted up and down the shirt, which, you know, I think of, you know, people like Vincent van Gogh when I think of the Netherlands. So I think it's a cool touch, and I think it, you know, is kind of a synonymous look for the Netherlands. And if you look even closer at this shirt, it has really, really nice stitching. I just think Nike did a good job with this one. I think if I was from the Netherlands, it's something I would buy, you know, without thinking twice. So for that reason, I went ahead and put this Netherlands away international shirt as my #6 shirt for the 2024 year.
Freaky deaky Dutch.
All right, in 5th place, we're gonna go ahead and stay in the Netherlands, but we're gonna go ahead and go over to the club sides of things, and I'm gonna go with this AZ Alkmaar away shirt. I think this shirt is super, super sharp. Obviously, it's a white kit with black accents, and then you can see on the bottom of the kit, it has a windmill incorporated into the stitching, which basically just pays homage to the famous Zaanstrecht region of the Netherlands. You know, I've personally driven through the Netherlands. I've made a drive pretty much through the whole country, and, you know, the windmills were very memorable and one of the things that, you know, I will always associate with the Netherlands. So I just think this is a really, really cool touch. You know, anyone who's been there and you've been outside of some of the major cities and driven through the countryside, you know, they really stand out and they're really beautiful, and I just think that they make for a really beautiful shirt. Obviously, I think it's clean. I love the windmill pattern. I like the black sleeves. I like the black badging. I just think it's a very, very cool shirt. And I think AZ Alkmaar knocked this one out of the park. So for that reason, it is my #5 favorite shirt of the 2024 year.
Everybody, I am from Holland. Isn't that weird?
All right, so in 4th place, this might be a controversial choice because I know a lot of people absolutely love this kit. You know, I'm no exception. It's in my top 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Juventus's 3rd kit for the 2024-25 campaign. So this kit is inspired by the night sky, you know, hence it has that really dark blue pattern. And if you look at the badging is gold, which kind of makes it, you know, look like stars on the night sky, which I really like. And I love the simplified zebra crest on this. I just think it looks really good in gold. And then obviously you have the traditional Adidas like trefoil logo, which is also in gold. I just think it looks very, very sharp. You know, this is one of the few kits that you could pretty much wear in any scenario socially. So if you look at some of these pictures, you know, it's just a stylish shirt. It doesn't even almost look like a soccer jersey, which is something I really like about it. You know, I like being able to wear kits pretty much anywhere, and this is definitely one of those kits. And, you know, if you also look a little bit closer at the shirt, it has some really, really cool stitching. I don't know what you want to call it. It's like, you know, swirly, like chain link. You know, swirly might not be the right word, but it's kind of got like this chain link look to it, which it's just really, really sharp. You could wear this shirt anywhere. It's super stylish. You know, a lot of people probably think it should be higher on the list, but for me, I love it where it is, where I have it at 4th place, and is definitely my favorite kit made in all of Italy this year. It is very sharp, so 4th place for Juventus.
But it's from Italy, so.
All right, in third place, we're gonna go ahead and go with the Oakland Roots and their third kit dropped for this year. So Oakland Roots is another USL Championship team, and I love this third kit. So obviously it has a skeleton pattern going on it, and it was a collaboration with Grammy Award-winning duolingual group Los Racas, and I think they knocked this one out of the park. So it's just really cool looking. You know, obviously this color pattern with the skeleton vibe on the front is just super cool. I can't say I've ever seen anything like it. And then if you look at the back of the shirt, it has the really cool green root pattern, you know, to tie into the branding of the club. So I just think it's really sharp. And then another thing that makes this shirt even cooler is the exclusivity of this shirt. So this shirt was only released for one game on September 29th, and you pretty much had to be at the game to get this shirt. You know, if you were an investor in the team, you could get one of these shirts mailed to you, but other than that, you had to be at this game to buy this shirt. And you know, I'm a sucker for Charlie shirts. I think they make really cool, interesting designs that are rare. You don't see in other, you know, shirt makers. So this is definitely one of my favorite shirts of the 2024 year. I definitely think it belongs in the top 3. Some people might disagree. You know, the USL isn't a huge, you know, league in the world, but to me, I love the shirt. It's all about shirts. So for me, it's my number 3rd shirt of the year.
It's a skeleton.
All right, guys, in second place, I'm gonna go back to an international team. This is the only other international jersey I have in this list, and that's gonna be Jamaica's away shirt for the 2024 year. So I don't know what it is. You know, I'm a sucker for green shirts, and you know, this one's kind of no exception. This is just a super, super sharp kit. I think the designs in the shirt really pop, and if you look closely, you can see that it has the Jamaican national bird in it, the Dr. Bird, which, you know, to me looks like some sort of hummingbird, and I just love that that is stitched into the shirt. And then it also incorporates the national flower, known as the lignum vitae or lignum vitae. I'm not sure how to pronounce that first word, but it's their national flower, and I just think that's really cool. You know, the hummingbird drinking out of the flower. I love when teams, countries tie in anything, you know, local to the region. Just really puts it over the top for me. And like I said, this is no exception. I also like on the back of the shirt that it has Reggae Boys stitched on the top of the collar. You know, that is the nickname for the Jamaican national side, and I just think that's really cool. It's a great touch. This shirt really, really pops to me. Honestly, I kind of had a hard time not making it my favorite shirt of the year. You guys might disagree, but I love it. I think it pops. I think it's clean. I love the, you know, national heritage it ties into Jamaica. Very cool shirt, and for that reason, it is number 2 on my list.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme.
All right, guys, and that's going to go ahead and bring us to my favorite shirt of the year. If you've watched some of my other rankings, I put this shirt high on the rankings pretty much every time it was involved, and that's going to be the Crystal Palace home shirt for 2024. I don't know what it is. I just love this shirt. I think it frickin' pops. You know, I really like that it has the traditional Crystal Palace stripes with the blue and the red, so you know, when they're out on the field, you can tell it's Crystal Palace, but if you look closer at the shirt, they really did a good job incorporating the eagle and, you know, basically their whole badge into the stitching of this shirt. I think it's really, really cool, really unique. Like I said, from a distance, you know, if you were standing, you know, 100 yards away from this shirt, it would just look like a red and blue striped shirt. But when you get in close, I really like those additional details that tie the badge into the shirt. I think it pops a lot. And then I also like on the back collar how they have Selhurst Park stitched into it. You know, it is the 100th year of Crystal Palace playing in Selhurst Park, which, you know, I'm a sucker for history. I'm a sucker for tradition. I really, really like that touch. I think it's very cool. I cannot imagine Crystal Palace fans dislike this shirt, and I'm sure they sold like absolute hotcakes. They probably still are. I'm sure a lot of people just unwrapped them for Christmas. So to me, my personal choice, this is easily my favorite shirt of 2024. It is very sharp.
A palace made out of crystal seems mighty fragile if you ask me.
All right, guys, so that's going to go ahead and do it for another video. You know, thank you guys for watching. If you made it to this part of the video, please let me know down below which shirts you disagree with. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of disagreement, and I'm sure you guys think that I missed some shirts. So let me know which shirts you think should be in the top 10, you know, which shirts I missed, and which shirts, you know, I put in that have no business being in the top 10. But it's my top 10, you know, I like the shirts, so we'll leave it at that. But without further ado, guys, thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you're new here. We're on the road to 2,000 now, which is exciting. I love it. I appreciate you guys. But thank you for watching another video, and we will catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.